Now we will discuss tool wear. During machining process, tool is subjected to forces, temperature and sliding action due to relative motion between tool and workpiece. Cutting tool starts giving unsatisfactory performance after some time. That means after continuous use of the cutting tool, there can be unsatisfactory performance. What does this unsatisfactory performance means? Unsatisfactory performance may include dimensional inaccuracy actually, increased surface roughness, off-watt work material, more power requirement, more noise and vibration that you can experience due to continuous use of a same cutting tool. So after some time there may happen that the tool is not giving proper output or the performance is not good. When tool wears out, it is either replaced or reconditioned using grinding. You might have done the grinding of the tool in our workshop. After continuous use, the tip of the tool wears out or it gets blunted. So we need to ground it properly. So that is nothing but we say that the tool is worn out, now we need to recondition it. Now because of the wearing of the tool, what happens? The tool wear out will result in loss of production. That means we need to remove the tool from the tool post or from machine, then we need to recondition it or replace it. So for this time what will happen? Machine downtime will be there. That means it will be idle time, and this will result in what? Additional cost. That means there will be loss of production as well as there will be cost of replacing or reconditioning the tool for further use. Okay, so continuous or frequent wear of tool is not advisable or that is not recommended. The tool should give longer life so that replacement and reconditioning time will be saved and there will be minimum loss of production. What does actually wear of the tool mean? The wear of the tool can be defined in 4 different ways actually. Flank wear, cater wear on tool face. In this case the face of the tool becomes actually curved shape. Then localized wear such as rounding of the tool edge. As you can see here, this is the view of a tool which is worn out. So the tip of the tool is round off, and chipping of the cutting edge. Chipping of the cutting edge means some chips are being removed from the cutting edge. Because of what? This may happen because of built up chip edges which becomes harder, and the harder chip, suppose it rubs on the tool surface, it will wear out the tool surface. So flank wear, cater wear, rounding off and chipping off of the cutting edge. These are the tool wear. Now there are many factors which are responsible for wear of the tool, like tool material, geometry of the tool, type and condition of the workpiece. That means what type of workpiece you are going to prepare and what is the condition of the workpiece. Then cutting condition, speed, fit, depth of cut, tool geometry. These are cutting conditions. Temperature of the tool and cutting fluid or coolant which you supply during metal removal process. Apart from this, there are other factors also. What machine you are using, how the tool is fixed on the tool post. Okay, so there are many factors which are responsible for wearing of the tool. Because of the involvement of many factors, most of the studies are being done on the basis of experimental observation. because analytically to accommodate all these factors and have the relation for tool wear is difficult. So most of the research work are being done which are on the basis of experimental observation. Okay. So tool wear and tool life are totally interrelated to each other. That means the tool wear, that means after the tool is been worn out, it is reconditioned. So we say the time frame between tool recondition and next recondition, that is nothing but tool life. That we can say in one way we can define the tool life is nothing but the time between reconditioning or replacing of the tool, that is tool life. So total cutting time before tool failure is called as tool life. There are many ways in which the tool life can be defined, like total destruction of tool when it ceases to cut. Another way, a fixed size of wear land on tool flank. That means suppose we decide that 0.2 mm wear of the land, that is nothing but the tool is worn out or tool is to be reconditioned. So that we are deciding initially what fixed size of wear land on the tool flank that you can consider. Number of parts produced to failure, that means suppose you say that suppose 1000 parts are being produced till tool wear or tool failure, so that is considered as tool life. Volume of material removed to failure, how much volume of material we can remove till failure of the tool. Cutting speed for given time to failure, that means suppose you run the metal cutting operation at predefined cutting speed. With that predefined cutting speed, how much time it takes to fail. That means suppose it takes 24 hours for continuous operation and setting cutting speed at this particular value. So that is considered as tool life. Another way, length of work material removed to failure. That means suppose we have a long bar, how much length of work material can be removed till tool fails. Limiting value of surface finish to be produced on the component. So we say that suppose we start with the new tool, initially the surface finish on the workpiece material which is produced will be very good. Slowly it will go on deteriorating. Now we will define the limiting value of surface finish. That means at particular surface finish, suppose we are getting very rough surface, then we will say that the tool is been worn out and it is to be reconditioned or replaced. So limiting value of surface finish to be produced on the component, that also can be defined as a tool life. So considering all this, the tool life can be defined as cutting time required to reach tool life criteria. All these are what? Tool life criteria. So how it is defined? Tool life is nothing but cutting time required or cutting time of the tool to reach tool life criteria. Whatever criteria we define initially, to reach that criteria, how much tool or how much is the cutting time, that is considered as tool life.